Namaskar and welcome to FYBSc student friends. After completion of study about the microorganisms, that is viruses and bacteria, now we are going to study the biodiversity of algae. Now let us see the introduction about this particular group algae. The term algae is derived from a Latin word, that is alga, which is meant by a weed. A branch of botany which associated with study of algae is called algology or phycology. This particular word phycos or phycology is segregated in two different words which is having meaning. Phycos means seaweed and logos means study. The scientist or a person that is associated with the study of algae is referred as the phycologist. This particular group is more primitive, and from these other groups of the plants like bryophyte, pteridophyte and spermatophytes are evolved. Based on the characters of sex organs in algae, Gilbert Morgan Smith in 1955 has defined algae as algae are group of plants in which the sex organs are usually unicellular, and when they are multicellular, as in most of the brown algae. Regarding this particular term brown algae, we will see in upcoming lectures. All cells are the fertile. Now we will see this particular definition, specific or precise definition about this algae. The algae are small, autotrophic, that means they are having photosynthetic ability, and non-vascular, that means they don't have conducting tissue. The non-vascular plants which do not show cell differentiation and their sex organs are unicellular, and if the sex organs are multicellular, then all cells are fertile. Now let us see the general characteristics of these group algae one by one. These algae are autotrophic, chlorophyll containing organisms. The dominant pigment may be chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, carotenes, xanthophylls, phycobilins. These are the photosynthetic pigments which are contained in which are present in algae. They are widely distributed in the world. There are about 1800 algal genera and about 21,000 species in the world. They are freshwater and marine water in occurrence. They also occur in terrestrial, that means on the ground, epiphytic, that means on the other plants, and in the symbiotic form, that means with mutual association with the other organisms. The size of algae ranges from few cells, for example chlorella, and to vary a giant form. For example, kelps, sargassum, macrocystis. These are the giant forms of the algae. They show thalloid plant body. That means their body is thallus-like with little tissue differentiation. The thallus is made of simple or complex tissue. Life cycle of algae shows two phases of generation, that is gametophytic and sporophytic. When these two generations are successively alternate, it is called the alternation of the generation. Sporophytic phase is independent of gametophytic phase. That means it is not depend on the gametophytic phase. The reproductive organs are embedded into the thallus. Reproduction is of three different ways. First one is vegetative reproduction. It takes place by means of fragmentation. That means fragments of the plant body or algal body by which the vegetative reproduction occurs by the fission and formation of akinete, tubers and harmogonia, and many more types are occur in the vegetative reproduction. Then the second type of reproduction is asexual, which is takes place by means of aplanospores, autospores, zoospores, carpospores, tetraspores, etc. Then the last type, that is sexual reproduction, it is having also three different subtypes. These are the isogamous, in which both the gametes are identical. Then the second subtype is unisogamous, in which motile morphologically dissimilar gametes are present, and sometimes the flagella may present. Then the third subtype is oogamous, in which male gametes are small, motile, and female gametes are large and non-motile. There are four basic types of the life cycle pattern in algae. So let us see one by one these four basic types. Haplontic life cycle, in which there are two examples, that is Oedogonium and Spirogyra. Then the second basic type of life cycle is diplontic life cycle, in which the examples are Sargassum and Fucus. Then the third life cycle is diplobiontic life cycle. It is get further divided into two subtypes like isomorphic, in which the examples are Ulva and Ectocarpus. Then the second subtype is heteromorphic, in which the examples are Laminaria and Cutlaria. Then the fourth main basic type of the life cycle is triphasic life cycle. It is also have two subtypes, that is, in which first one is haplobiontic, in which the examples are Batrachospermum and Nematlion. Then the last subtype in triphasic life cycle pattern is Polysiphonia, which is the example of this particular diplobiontic life cycle. The algal cells may be prokaryotic or eukaryotic. The eukaryotic algal cell shows well-developed nucleus and other cell organelles. And while the prokaryotic algal cell, the nucleus is not well developed and cell organelles like mitochondria and Golgi complex are absent in these prokaryotic algal cells. The algae show a peculiar type of physiological character, that is, plant growth is regulated by hormone-like substance. Algae shows different type of reserve food material like starch, fats, oils, mannitols, fluoridine, etc. So these are the particularly peculiar general characteristics of the algae group algae, which is differentiate itself from the lower organisms, that is viruses and bacteria, while from these uh, organisms like algae, the other higher organisms like bryophyte, pterophyte and spermatophytes get evolved. These characteristics shows these are the connecting links between the lower organisms and higher organisms. So this is all about the today's lecture. Thank you.